gotta do it right.
Oh my God!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just finished Goosebumps on this episode of Raw and Uncut. And, do the holy shit thing.
Holy shit!
What he said. Oh my God!
How dare you play with my emotions like that? Goosebumps.
Like, oh my God, so, oh my God, like, I can't even, dude. Like,
Oh my God. I'm gonna need therapy after that. Like, I'm kind of traumatized.
right?
Wow. Okay. Let's tag team this like we always do with breaking down the episode.
Alright, so Slappy is actually Kanandu?
Kondu? Kondu.
And he was
Wait.
a magician. Well, not a magician, he was like magic. I guess the best way to put it is
Kondo.
yes. Is that
I don't know why I just thought
he's
that.
basically like Zatanna or John Constantine of the Goosebumps universe. And he wanted to basically make monsters to kill people because his words were humans need monsters or they become the monsters themselves.
Powerful.
Exactly. So he needed 1,000 souls to sacrifice in order to unleash the monsters. And then we found out that Hazar, the circus guy,
Oh shit! How
in the 1800s.
Yeah, how was it pronounced?
It's like Hazar or
Something like that.
is the great-great-grandfather of Harold Bratt.
Oh, okay. So before we get to any more, this is episode 10 of Goosebumps. Welcome to Horrorland. And yes, there will be spoilers. So if you got this far and somehow still haven't watched it, well, that's on you.
Now you messed up, Ron. But yeah, so he was turning Slappy, Kondu, Slappy, Conchu, whatever the freak you want to call him. You're bringing Moon Knight into this. He was turning people into dolls so he can sacrifice them, make a spiral, and burn it. So Biddle's Brad's great-great-grandfather trapped his soul. No, yeah, he basically turned him into Slappy. He made the doll and turned him into Slappy. And then he was basically he then possessed Brad's great-grandfather. Remember in part 1
Oh,
of
wait.
Night of the Living Dummy.
Yes, but I think you skipped over the part of how he got his magic
powers. So yeah, how he got his magic was it was 1880s. There's a war.
Yeah.
He got shot in the gut, like death blow, and then he stumbled upon.
Well, I think a cannon sent him into the...
Yeah, like a cannon sent him into like a tomb or whatever.
Yeah.
And he called himself Kondu because that was the spell that basically saved his life and like made him immortal.
What?
And then when Hazar found out what he was doing, he trapped his. I guess you could say he trapped his soul.
Yeah.
Into Slappy.
Thus bring Slappy to life.
Which explains in the last episode how Slappy knew where the body was because it was his body.
Yes, because I questioned you about that.
Yeah, you're like, how the hell did he know where his body was?
Yeah.
And then, so he got out of Slappy because Brat needed a new ending, so he recreated. He read the spell, freed Slappy. The spire was built. And then I had a freak out because the crew minus Lucas, who was already back in Port
Lawrence.
I wanted to say Lauderdale, but yeah, Lawrence. But then, like, Margot, who just left her mom's, who said went out to get bagels, found that I had a whole freak out about this. Because it's like, why the fuck do you go to Ohio for bagels? That was the whole thing.
Yeah.
But then you realized it was Slappy, like, turning them into dolls. Making you see what you want to see.
Yes.
With Lucas, it was his dad who said that he was in witness protection, but you found out that's not true because that's too good to be true.
Yes.
And then
so on and so forth.
So, yeah, for every character, and then
it was different for each one.
Yeah, and then oh my god, like I feel bad because like I said, I wanted to see Lucas and Margot together, but then Isaiah shot his shot. She thought about it. They saved the day. They free everybody. They reverse the spell. Go ahead.
Let me just stop him right there. I mean, you were doing great though, and I'm proud of you.
Proud of you.
We have to talk about how he was going to sacrifice them because I made two references. I think one's probably a little bit more accurate though.
Your one, it was you said Burning Man?
Wicker Man.
Wicker Man.
Yes.
Not the bees! The bees!
Now, I know of that movie. I personally have never seen it, though. I do know...
I think there was an original version, and then there was a Nick Cage version that was a remake.
There's a Nick Cage version, yes. I don't know if one's better than the other. I haven't seen either, so I won't say that.
I think the original one was... I heard the Nick Cage one... Like, I heard his acting couldn't save that movie.
Well, anyway, it reminded me of Wicker Man, how he was going to sacrifice 1,000 souls.
Yeah, because they have that giant wicker thing that they set on fire, hence Wicker Man. And then they reverse the spell. Kondu's dying. Shoots Margot, she reversed everything.
Yes.
She shoots her. Isaiah takes the bullet, and then everybody's free. The thing doesn't burn. So then, the doctor basically explains Isaiah's dying. And the only thing they can do is make him comfortable. Margot brings him back to life with the spell. I think that's gonna bite them in the ass.
Yep.
In season 2.
Yep.
Because I feel like it's going to be like a Sleepy Hollow type thing, if you remember that show. How they tried to kill the horsemen, but then they realized that their blood, Ichabod Crane and the horseman's blood was entangled.
Connected.
And you can't kill one without killing the other.
Like Harry Potter.
And the Horcruxes. Right? No.
Yes.
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 So, the way it ends, Brat's washing his face. And then Brendan, my boy here, was like, bro, there's no way. There's no way they're going to do this again. Referring to how he looks in the mirror before, and he sees that Biddle possessed him. Well, I was like, dude, I'm like, nah, they can't. Like, but then I'm like, well, shit, it's a cliffhanger, because I had that spoiled for me. So he looks up, Slappy's in the mirror, and he's like,
Kondu.
Well, I'm calling him Slappy because for the longest time he was Slappy.
Okay, so Slappy. Yeah.
So Kondu/Slappy was in the mirror and he smiled, and then it goes back to Justin Long and he goes, "Not again." Credits roll.
And it freaking ends there. Oh no!
My thing is, like I said, I did. Oh, and Margot said yes to Isaiah about wanting to date him. I was kind of upset with that because, I mean, I have nothing against the character of Isaiah. Like, I like him. I do. To me, I just like her with Lucas better.
He was shipping them two very hard.
I really will. I mean, I did because, to me, Lucas became a character. He became like he started as a nuisance.
Yeah.
To, in my opinion, becoming a very likable character because
Agreed.
Because you realize what he's been through,
and you start to feel for him.
And you start to feel for him,
mm-hmm.
And then Margot started to feel for him, and then they had to fight, and then she ended up because they really didn't confirm it yet,
no.
But. Isaiah.
Yeah.
So, but I really do. I hope they do season 2 because I hope they don't Swamp Thing it.
Oh, he just went there.
You told me about how I was 2 episodes from finishing that.
I told this man how they ended it. He straight up said, "I'm not finished."
I was like, "Fuck it, I'm not." And I had 2 episodes left. I refuse to finish it because I am not investing any time into a show that ends on a cliffhanger and then gets canceled.
I mean, can you blame him?
So I pray, even if it's like a 2-episode event, like as long as it has, it gets. Season 1 was phenomenal.
Yes.
As long as it gets a phenomenal ending.
Yes.
I will be happy.
Agreed. Now, I find it interesting that the name of the episode was Welcome to Horrorland. However, it really didn't have any connections to the original Horrorland. But instead, it made its own version
of Horrorland.
Of a Horrorland.
Well, I mean, because if you think about it, although it may not be the original Horrorland,
yes,
based off of the book, because if you think about it, they're all loosely based off the books.
Yes,
like Say Cheese and Die. None of the Living Dummy Part 1 and 2.
Go Eat Worms.
Go Eat Worms, the Cuckoo Clock of Doom.
Yep.
The Mask.
Yep.
Like...
No, I'm not saying that as a bad thing.
My point getting to, although it wasn't necessarily based off of the book, it still held true to the title of Welcome to Horrorland.
Oh, yeah.
Because... everybody was basically a life-size doll.
Yes.
And sacrificing 1,000 souls to unleash basically hell on earth? Welcome to Horrorland.
Exactly. So, I think that worked out really well. I liked how they executed that. Prior to us watching this episode and recording this video, I asked him if he ever saw the original Horrorland episode or read the book.
I vaguely remember both, but I do remember it having heavily, theme park, vibes.
Yeah, because I was about to say, basically, the story, at least, I remember more so the episode than the actual book, so I don't know how different the book would be from the actual TV show, but the episode was a family was on their way. I don't know.
Don't they get trapped in Horrorland?
They do.
Alright.
I don't remember if they were on their way to, an actual theme park or if they were going on, a road trip, but they
saw Horrorland.
They get sidetracked. I don't know if they blow a tire or something, and they somehow get sidetracked, and they just stumble upon it.
Yeah.
And then they get trapped in it. Yeah.
But my theory was... the monsters become unleashed, and then you get some of the book titles, and here's another one I didn't think of. Like I said, the Gnomes, Sharker on State Street, maybe references to It Came From Under the Sink, or the Werewolf, the Mummy.
Let's see, the Mummy. What was it called? The Mummy... Okay, I'm blanking, but yeah, the Mummy one.
Maybe references to Don't Go in the Basement.
Stay Out of the Basement.
Yeah, that one.
I personally would love to see the werewolf skin one. I don't know if you remember that episode.
The werewolf, yeah.
That was fantastic. That's easily one of my favorite episodes. Yeah.
The clown?
I forgot his name, but yes, there's so many classic, iconic Goosebumps creatures. I'll call them.
I mean, hey, maybe I'm trying to get his revenge because
Slappy.
Brad is once again possessed.
Yes.
And like he said, Isaiah trying to burn the book, and Slappy said he memorized every word in that book. Because remember, he's technically been alive since the 1880s.
Mm-hmm.
So that's well over 100 years.
Yeah.
So maybe some of the spells that he conjures up, the werewolf, the clown, the gnomes don't go in the basement, it came from under the sink, they bring back the mask, the camera,
The blob.
the blob,
The blob.
the shocker on State Street.
The shocker on Shock Street.
Shock Street. Why do they keep saying State Street?
Oh, you remember the one with the ants?
The ant one.
The ant. I think, what was it? Amazing Ants?
Yeah, but I vaguely remember watching the Blob, the show, the show one. Wasn't it like a pink blob thing that went around eating people?
It was, yeah.
Yeah, so he could do that to. He could like. It could be like Biddle, except he now has magic.
Yeah.
So he's trying to figure out how to do this again while conjuring these creatures to slow down the gang and stopping him. But I'm staying by my theory of they either have to kill both to end it. You can't kill one without the I hope they Sleepy Hollow it, where you can't kill one without the other, Slappy and Isaiah, or there has to be a spell
to separate them.
And then I feel like if they go that route, I feel like they're gonna have to kill Brett to kill Slappy.
I like that theory, and I really, really like the theory of summoning all the classic creatures and bring them into this series. I would love to see that.
Yeah, because isn't there one based off of a swamp?
Oh, actually, there's two. There's the Werewolf of Fever Swamp. And then there is an actual swamp monster.
That's
Because I literally just watched, like a few weeks ago, I watched the original episodes of Werewolf of Fever Swamp.
So there's Fright Light, Return of the Mummy, How to Kill a Monster.
Okay.
Let's get invisible.
Oh, that would be good. Ghost Beach, that would be good.
Welcome to the Dead House.
Welcome to Dead House would be good. Oh, Monster Blood.
Monster Blood.
That would be a good one.
Yeah, Monster Blood, the Haunted Mask to stay out of the basement. The Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. You Can't Scare Me, which we saw that. There's Piano Lessons Can Be Murder. The Ghost Next Door.
Okay.
Welcome to Camp Nightmare. The Girl Who Cried Monster. Monster Blood. The Scarecrow's Walk at Midnight.
I need that. I need that one.
Attack of the Mutant.
I love the Scarecrow.
A Night in Terror Tower.
Yes, I need Tower.
Monster Blood 3.
Yes.
The Hairiest Adventure.
Oh, that one's kind of stupid.
Ghost Beach, like you said.
Beach, yes.
Deep Trouble. They can do another horror, because there's One Day at Horrorland, which there's another one of that.
I don't remember one. The Deep Trouble. I don't remember that one.
They went to school in like some of the episodes. The group, so they can do the Haunted School. They can do Howard Learned to Fly. The blob that ate everyone.
Yes.
The Curse of Camp Cold Lake.
Okay.
Chicken, I don't remember that.
I don't remember that.
Calling All Creeps.
I vaguely remember that.
Legend of the Lost Legend. They can do a Halloween episode. Attack of the Jack-O-Lanterns.
Oh, that one was good. That was good.
They can do it still during winter. Beware of the Snowman.
Don't remember that one.
Werewolf Skin. I Live in Your Basement. I don't remember that one.
No.
And then there's what's IV 4?
Yeah.
Monster Blood 4. There's like 4 Monster Blood books.
Oh my god, they made that many Monster Blood?
Yeah.
Wow. They just really kept running with that.
Give yourself goosebumps. There's Escape from the Carnival of Horrors. Scream of the Evil Genie.
So basically, what we're getting at is there's enough source material that they could really open up the possibilities to
Revenge of the Long Gnomes.
Yes, to what creatures, classic Goosebumps creatures, they could introduce into this reboot series.
The headless ghost and be careful what you wish. Dude, that should be, if they do season 2.
Yeah.
Be careful what you wish for. Mm-hmm. Margot brings Isaiah back to life.
Boom.
But he's not the same.
Boom. There you go.
Be careful what you wish for.
He's writing it.
Yeah,
sign him up.
Disney. Come on, Disney.
Come on. All right, so I think we pretty much got in everything we wanted to.
Yeah.
So wow.
Deep Trouble's the shark one.
Yeah, no.
No, the cover has a hammerhead on it.
Yeah, I still don't remember it. Well, maybe I'll have to go watch that one. Yeah, so I think that's going to do it for this review. I am so glad we did these reviews.
The Abominable last one, I swear. Maybe. But The Abominable Snowman of Pasadena.
I don't remember that one.
I remember reading this one.
Maybe I'll have to try to watch that one. Yeah, so I've been enjoying watching this show with him and doing these reviews. I hope you guys have too. I, for one, do not want to see this show end like this. I want to see a second season at least a second season, if not more.
Oh yeah.
If not more, I would really like to see more. The original Goosebumps TV show aired, I want to say, 2 seasons, and then technically it had a third, but the name changed from Goosebumps to Ultimate Goosebumps.
I'm just saying there are 235 Goosebumps books, so you have, minus Cuckoo Clock of Doom, Go Eat Worms, Nightmare of the Living, the Slappy, Night of the Living Dummy, and Welcome to Horrorland. What's it, like 5? What was that, like 5?
Yeah.
About 4 or 5. So you have about 230 to 231 other books you can use.
So basically what he's saying is,
if the original series went from 92 to 97 using 62 titles, I'm not saying that you have to go that long. I'm just saying, don't be Kathleen Kennedy and say you have no source material because you have 235 books worth. Major bitch!
I'm so proud of him. He took the words out of my mouth.